Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Live Show, episode 408. It is a Friday afternoon, and you know what that means. We're recording early because I'm going to be busy. But now I just realized that I might not be that busy, that will be back in time. But Brad told me that Saturday it's going to be a no for him.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we can't record early on Saturday. He's got to go do some fencing. So you get 2 episodes of the Nerdcore Live Show today. But of course, we're here to do our review of season 1, episode 3 of Star Wars Skeleton Crew. And of course, it's Nerd Economy here to host the show. Lots of our wonderful co-host Brian Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
Coming directly to you from, can't say I remember, no, Ayden. Ayden.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy, man. You know, what's it called? What the old Republic hides, man.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit at all.
Yeah. How are you doing, Brad? We just re-recorded our best of the 2010 of TV shows miniseries of the year. That's gonna get posted to literally Patreon right now. So how are you doing, Brad?
Doing well. I think our top 10 episode, first for television, turned out very well.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, we were pretty close on most. Directly on some. On 2 of them, we were directly the same number.
Yeah, dude.
Which Raul was surprised about.
Super surprised, bro. Come on, man. Like I don't what's it called? I don't expect you to have the same episodes as me. I mean, the same movies and stuff as me. But hey, not bad at all, Brad. Not bad at all.
No, I think it turned out really well. I think we had some great television this year. We had some stinkers too. We talked a little bit about some of them, but for the most part, we kept it positive and gave the shows that should have been given their light. And yes, for everyone wondering, Ted did end up on one of our lists. So there you go.
Yeah, it sure did, Brad. It sure did. Hey man, but you got to go do some fencing tomorrow, huh? Your dad wants to spend some quality time, huh?
I guess.
Like, hey man, come on. We don't got to do work to hang out.
Dude, I don't even
Point,
know.
Who knows?
It just at this point, I'm just. One day my body's got to give out. I think. And just be like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to.
Hopefully, you realize it soon. It's like, hey man.
Like I'm old. I'm getting old, man.
Yep.
And then on top of it, it's like a 2-hour drive to go where we need to go. And it's just like, dear fucking Christ, man.
You're like, but you tell him that, he's going to say, you're getting old? I'm getting old.
I'm getting old.
Yeah, what's your problem, boy?
I'm tired.
Yeah. You didn't have to spend time in the Torrent Desert Storm, motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, man, but
that's exactly how that would go.
Have fun with that, Brad.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. I guess it's a mini workout.
I guess, yeah, Brad. Yeah. Hey, man, only child? This is why they should have had a little brother or somebody else.
I'm just saying, hire someone at this point.
You got the money.
Just pay someone.
I'm going to guess your dad is one of those, like, why pay somebody when I could do it myself?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And then when you try to offer, like, hey, I'll just pay someone for you, Dad. Don't worry. And you'd be like, no, we're going to do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. You're fucking screwed, Brad.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be pounding posting, which is my god honest favorite thing to do.
Yeah, you see, making you take care of the horses.
That's true.
Yeah,
that is very true. Although sometime this year it's gonna be their 40th anniversary, so I'm gonna have to. They're going on a cruise or a plane ride. I don't know, to Alaska. So.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to go with the horses again.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take care of the horses at that point.
Yeah. All right, Brad. Well, with that being said, Brad, I think we should probably get into this. Let's go ahead and talk about season 1, episode 3 of Skeleton Crew, right?
Although I have no idea what that one word means, so good luck.
And
No, not Ayden. in the title.
Astrogation.
Astrogation. I don't.
All right.
We should Google that.
So if you haven't watched the third episode of Skeleton Crew, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, or you've already seen the episode, go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect after these words from our sponsors. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerdcore Live Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. Before we actually do the introduction here, Brad, you want to take a wild guess as to what this means?
I actually looked it up, and it's
it's just navigation in outer space.
Hours, which that makes sense.
A whole lot of sense. You literally could have guessed that, Brad.
Yeah, I could have probably guessed that.
Season 1, Episode 3, titled "Very Interesting." As an astrogation problem, a mysterious stranger offers to help our heroes. Once again, this episode is directed by David Lowery, written by Christopher Ford, and John Watts. Created by Christopher Ford and John Watts, based on Star Wars by George Lucas. The episode stars Jude Law, Kiriana Crater, Robert Timothy Smith, Ravi Conyers, Ryan Kira Armstrong, Nick Frost, Tunde Devimpe, Kerry Condon, Ala Shakat, Geneva Carr, Kaz Bugay, MJ Kong, Dominic Burgess, Alfred Molina as a voice. Oh, damn. And Fred Tatasciore as a voice as well. Jaleel White and many more. Yep. Any trivia here? It's got to be. Like, Brad, this is premiered weeks ago. Brad.
I mean,
like,
there's got to be something. Especially with this episode. There was some stuff going on in this episode.
Yeah. One of the pseudonyms used by Jod Nanawood is Crimson Jack. This was the name of a red-bearded pirate character in Marvel's first original comic following their adaptation of the original film Star Wars No. 7, 1977. This version of the character made his final appearance in number 15, which is no longer considered canon. However, another version of Crimson Jack appeared in all 5 issues of the canon Marvel comic book series Halcyon Legacy, all published in 2022, which takes place during the sequel trilogy era in which the Resistance is battling the First Order. When Jod boots up the ship, the targeting systems of the Millennium Falcon can be heard.
Makes sense.
Yeah. The episode title, very interesting, as an astrogation problem, is most likely a reference to the line in Joe versus the Volcano, which goes very, very interesting as a luggage problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nested within SM-33's hollowed out cranium is a skittering four-eyed rodent named Snowball that has done damage to the battered droid's memory circuit. Yeah.
Snowball. So it has a name. Little Rat has a name.
Yeah, that's another Snowball, like the Snowball from Rick and Morty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The dog.
Yep. Oh, because they want you to snip his balls off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Brad, what are your initial thoughts on episode 3 of Skeleton Crew?
I liked it. I mean, I think we continue on. I don't know if I like it as much as episode 2. I think it's up there with it. I like it just as much, probably. I think the cinematography in some scenes of this is just terrific. Like when they're on the planet and they show them walking, and in the background you got like the galaxy. I was kind of blown away by that. I'm like, okay, this is Star Wars. But again, like, is every planet they go to they're able to breathe? I'm just throwing that out there. Not a biggie, but just one of those questions that popped up. I'm like, well, they just walked out of that ship.
Yep.
Okay. I love that we've been seeing more alien races throughout.
Oh yeah, dude.
Through the second episode, we got a ton of alien pirates. This episode, we got an owl, which kind of cool. And then not only that, we got a whole, like, the kids kind of fight back, and they're like, "Oh, you're part of our team now, but we're the boss." but I really enjoy the old ship. It does remind me of the Millennium Falcon for reasons.
Yep.
And I like the where they're shooting at the X-wing commanders. I mean, it just throws you right back to the original Star Wars with Luke trying to target, and just really cool. Again, I said it before. It's Goonies in space. You can't lose, and they
That's right.
continue on this adventure as a Goonies in space, and I'm loving every bit of it.
Yeah. I think episode 3 improves more, and I think that it's steadily getting better. I really do enjoy these 2 episodes from David Lowery, man. But I mean, what else can you ask for when it's the freaking director of the Green Knight, Brad? I mean, the
That's
guy knows how
yeah.
to knows how to set up an
Oh,
adventure.
some of the visuals too. Like
Yeah.
this episode probably has the best visuals.
Oh yeah, man, best visuals. I'm right there with you, Brad. I'm glad that we're exploring more alien races. That's always something that I've always enjoyed within Star Wars. One of my favorite episodes of the Boba Fett show was the whole stuff with the Tusken Raiders. I thought
Mhm.
that was a great episode. So I'm always down for us to explore more of this part of the Star Wars universe because even though they sometimes kind of feel like background characters, these races are like the people who are inhabiting the universe and the ones who are directly, what's it called, directly affected by the Republic or the Empire's choices.
Yeah, exactly. And on top of that, you also have more droids.
Oh
And
yeah, more droids.
since K2 is it K2SO, K2SO?
K2SO, yeah,
Since that character, I have been wanting like more droids just
yep,
because they have, for being droids, they all have their own individual like personalities. I mean, since C3PO for sure and R2D2, but K2SO really brought back like what a droid could be. And I think we're getting that with SM33. I'm really
hmm
enjoying him being on the ship. He brings a little bit of comedy to it. He brings kind of a like just another bit of the Star Wars lore that we don't really get, like specifically pirates. Like we got some of that, in Crimson Dawn, kind of.
yeah,
They're mentioned, but we really in Solo, but we haven't really gotten like pirate stuff. So this is cool. I mean, I like SM33 as a character, and the dude can fight.
yeah. I think that Jod is definitely not a Jedi. Is he force sensitive? He might be, but I
Or,
don't
or
think he's a
I don't
Jedi.
freaking know. Jedi, probably not.
Let's be honest here,
I think he
probably
could
not.
care less about the Jedi. I think he just used that to get on the ship. The thing with the keys, I don't know.
I think he might be force sensitive.
He might
Like,
be force
remember,
sensitive, but
everybody
he's not
who
a Jedi.
people who are force sensitive are not part of the Jedi Order. They don't
No,
have to be.
and this goes back. I forget if it was it Rogue, was it
Rogue One with what's his name? Um, with I'm one with the Force and the Force is with me. I'm one with the Force and the Force is with me.
that there's that one, but then there's also in I forget, one of the newer Star Wars movies,
Oh,
the
Broom Kid.
Sable Kid, the Broom Kid.
Yeah, from
So
fucking Last
we're
Jedi.
throwing it back to that, which thank God we're getting away from, you know, we're getting away from the ending
Yeah,
of that series of Daisy Ridley series,
yeah.
and we're going back to what was kind of stated in
The idea
some of
of
these shows, the idea that there are more force sensitives that aren't just Jedi or
yeah.
Sith.
When and I like the idea that that the Jedi aren't seen as like an elite force. It's more like a symbol of hope.
And I, yeah, yeah, and it's funny because with being either the Republic or whatever the other government we're at this current
It
time,
would be the New Republic.
the New Republic, they're both seen as government entities. They
Yeah,
really are, and I think that's what the Mandoverse has done well, is they've put that, just because these guys won and overthrew these guys, they're not necessarily good.
yeah.
They're just another government.
There's another government, and they really have to like work hard to clean up the mess from the last government, so that way they can win the trust of the people back.
Yeah, and even inside this new form, there's still corruption
Yeah.
within there with people who want to get their own way. And I think you really bring that out when you got a bunch of pirates who
Yeah.
are, you know,
It also shows like what the Mandoverse has been showing. Like just because there's a new what's it called just because there's a new government and but we're in the outer rim. You know, the government doesn't usually like what's it called extend to that place. So you have these factions that are taking control of these areas.
well, and I mean, they had that one scene, I think it was Mandalorian season 3, where they go and they ask for help, and they're like, "We can't help you,"
You
and it's
can't.
like, really?
Yeah. It's kind of like like these places are kind of like colonies instead, and these
Yeah.
people like honestly just want to govern themselves. But I think it does have some really interesting ideas there. As always, I love the cast. I think that these kids have so much
Whoever
chemistry with each other.
whoever did the casting should be congratulated because
Oh yeah,
that is severely helping the show because this show could have been really thrown off if you had one person or one kid not cast in the right role. But I
yeah,
think they're all perfectly cast for each role they play.
yeah. This one still keeps fucking
I
stealing
mean,
the show.
that one is going to sell like hotcakes. George Lucas would be proud of that one. He knows that's going to sell toys throughout the universe.
Mm-hmm.
George Lucas is probably just banging his head, being like, "Why didn't I think of like, a Dumbo fucking character?
Yep.
Just put an
Yep.
elephant head on a child, and it's the cutest fucking thing."
Yep. But I do like KB is still very much like no, I'm sorry, not KB, like Wim, still very much convinced like that guy's a Jedi, but we'll see.
Wim is used to like people being on the up and up. I
Yeah,
mean, he's you know whereas I think Fern has a better idea of how people can be and is not very trusting.
yeah. We got to see the parents now. The parents seem to be very much aware that their kids are not around.
Yeah, they have gone past the barrier, and then they're like, "Well, we want to go past the barrier," and all the droids are like,
Nope.
"No."
So I want to know what's going on with that, bro. Like what they're being buried from, right? Like why are they
So
being like
so I know you
kept
haven't
away from?
watched episode 4.
Yeah.
That helps. Episode 4 goes a little bit into that. Just to let
Okay,
you know.
okay, good. Because that lady, not the lady, well, the bird was like really. Was it it was an owl, right? Like an owl
Yeah, an
was.
owl of some sort. I don't know.
Yeah, she was like, well, this we haven't heard about this planet since like the old Republic, and she's like, wait, that she pulls out the map and she's like, dude, like this is old Republic stuff. Like we haven't
Yeah.
heard about y'all in a long time.
Atten. Well, they
Yeah,
hadn't heard about it for so long that the pirates even think it's fantasy.
yeah, yeah. So like the idea that there's like a barrier and they're like, well, what the hell is going on here? Like, why are we being kept away from them?
And the story, like the next episode, really opens up that story, and you like learn like a whole lot more about kind of what's going on with that and what's
Okay,
happening.
all right. Yeah, I'm interested to see, man. But another good episode, man. I think that they did a pretty good job, and just interested to see where we're gonna go from here because I think that we have some interesting ground to cover. And yeah, I really like these two episodes from David Lowery. I know that the next one is directed by the Daniels, who did
Mhm.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. So I was be really excited to watch that. So but man, I think they did a really good job so far, man. I'm really liking this show so far. I think like they're blending that feeling of nostalgia from the Goonies, but of course they're keeping to the actual like adventure feel of Star Wars.
Yeah, which I mean, the Goonies had adventure feel too,
Yeah,
but it's the whole the child like is forced on this adventure, and then they have to see it through, and it's a fun feeling. And
yeah,
I think that's what we always wanted from Star Wars was, you want at the end of the day for it to be fun, and and I think that's what we mostly have been getting from recent Star Wars. I would say The Mandalorian for most of their seasons is fun.
yeah. Yeah, season 3 is a little bit of a drop off for me where I wasn't
Yeah,
really a big, massive fan. But so far, this is really fun. I am enjoying it. And I think the visual effects are great, dude. Wow, I forgot to bring that up. Yeah, visual effects are looking really
especially
good,
this
dude.
episode. Like,
Holy
holy
crap.
god!
Yeah. 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 I think, look, man, I think that I think Jude Law's character is obviously not a Jedi, and I think he
No,
but I think
he's
he's gonna redeem
Crimson
himself.
Jack.
Crimson Jack is gonna, I think he's gonna redeem himself, Brad. Because
I
is it really
think
Star Wars without a bad guy redeeming himself?
no, and I think you're probably on. I think you're on the right track on that. It doesn't really get shown in the next episode or anything, but I think you're. I think we're going to see that. I think
Yeah. I think he's gonna
honestly,
start.
I think Crimson Jack is the first pirate we meet in episode 1 of this season. That is, he opens the safe and there's like one credit in there. He's like, "Oh shit!" I think that's him.
Yeah, yeah. I think that'd be fucking hilarious. It is. But I think he's gonna warm up to those kids. And I think he's gonna end up redeeming himself, and he's gonna help them out and save them. Because, like I said, is it really Star Wars if the bad guy doesn't get redeemed? So
No,
we've seen it
it's
before.
really not. And again, I think this is a good show in that there's fun and playfulness to this with
Yeah,
still some adult themes and humor in it for us
yeah,
older Star Wars fans. But I think it kind of it helps balances between some of the movies and some of the shows like
yeah.
Andor, Rogue One that are way more serious.
And I forgot to bring this up. I think the dad has something to do with the barrier, Brad. I think the dad knows about what's going on, and I think he knows about why they need to be kept in shelter here. Because we got that lingering shot, man. I didn't like Goonies. What? You don't like the Goonies? Should I watch this?
Whereas do you like Star Wars? We say it's Goonies in space, but it also got the Star Wars aspect
Feel.
to it. We think
I'll tell you this, Words. This is better than The Acolyte.
Words, watch the first 2 episodes, because I think the second episode, if that second episode isn't to your taste, then you probably won't like the rest of the season. But the second episode really, to me, got me like more into the season just because I get to meet pirates.
Yeah. I indeed do like Star Wars. Okay. Well, don't worry, Words. This is way better than The Acolyte. So I don't think that you'll have to worry about that.
But it's less serious than Andor and like Rogue One.
Yeah. Yeah. But Brad, I do think the dad has something to do with it. Because we got that lingering shot at the back of his head. And I was like, okay, I think that this guy's got something to do with all this.
Yeah, well, he's definitely a part of it because ain't nobody having that much gold on him.
No, nobody's got that much gold without having something to do with it.
Yeah.
Especially in Star Wars, Brad.
Yeah, because remember, the one who holds a lot of gold, usually a bad guy.
100%.
Like the guy who was trying to buy Grogu.
Yeah. Baby. Yeah. I like Jude Law. Then I think you'll like Jude Law in this show too.
Jude Law's really good in this.
Yeah. Yeah. Brad, what's your final verdict?
I forget what I gave the last episode. I want to give basically the last thing. I think it was like 8.25. So I'm going to stick with the 8.25.
I've been steadily on a 7.5 route here. I think I'm going to go a little bit higher this time. I'm going to go 7.75. I think we're improving more. And I want to see where we go with these next episodes because this show is so far really interesting me. Yeah.
It's better than The Acolyte.
100%, man. 100%. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm glad that we have a good Star Wars show that we're watching because this would be really painful.
It easier. It makes it easier to review and doesn't make it like we're just shitting on a series the whole time.
Yeah. But of course, that concludes our review of Skeleton Crew episode 3. And of course, keep up to date with us on nerdcore.com, Twitter at the nerdcore_, Instagram. Don't like The Acolyte. Yeah. No, Instagram at the nerdcore, Letterboxd at the nerdcore, TikTok at the nerdcore, Patreon.com/nerdcore for episodes as $1 a month. For $1 a month, you get episodes live early and ad free. And you get our top 10 of 2024 for the TV shows, miniseries early before anybody else gets to watch it. And of course, go and check that out. A lot of cool stuff over there. Discord links in the description below. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. I haven't watched Squid Game season 1, man. Brad, tell me. Okay, Brad. During the break, I'll probably watch season. I'll start season 1. If I'm really into it, then we can probably do season 1 and season 2. But we'll see what's up.
Okay. Season 1 is good, in my opinion.
Did you do a review of that on the website, Brad?
Let me see. Give me a second. Stall
You just
for
gotta
time.
type it in the what's it called?
Yeah,
The
the
search.
search. Where's
Yeah.
the search? Probably under
But,
reviews.
yeah.
Okay, where's this fucking search?
Should be in there on the front page.
I did Tokyo Vice.
Yeah.
I don't know if I did.
Yeah.
I don't
Who
think I
knows?
did. Yeah,
No.
but I will say I liked Squid Game season 1. I thought it was entertaining. I haven't watched season 2 yet.
Yeah.
I don't.
All right.
Is season 2 out?
It just dropped
It
yesterday.
just dropped. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably. I mean, here's the thing with that. I was perfectly fine with season 1. I didn't really understand why they were doing a sequel.
Yeah.
So to me, it's kind of like a money grab. Anytime
Yeah.
there's a sequel to something where I'm like, I don't know about that. It's kind of like how I'm feeling with Shogun season 2. Like Shogun was technically only supposed to be one season. Then when they're talking like season 2, I'm like, questionable. Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't
yeah,
need a sequel.
yeah, it doesn't. Like, and that's the thing is, I never thought season 1. I thought season 1 was perfectly fine. Like, you get the concept, it's done.
Yeah, cool on Netflix to drop a second season. Days. What's it called? The day that we locked our picks in, so that way we could record our episode. I highly doubt that I would be able to get to season 2 on time, but just great on them, right? Great on them.
I mean, we could use that as a separate review, anyways.
Yeah.
We want.
But so far, right now, we're continuing to do this. We're doing this. Future Commandos, Last of Us season 2 is going to be on the radar. The Night of the Seven Kingdoms is going to be on the radar. So a lot of cool stuff that we got next year. But yeah, we'll see. I'll try to watch season 1. If it does catch my attention, I'll keep watching it. But we'll see. There's a lot of other TV and movies that I need to get through. But if you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app of choice, make sure you leave us a 5-star review and you follow us on that app, on that app. And of course, we'll be back later tonight for our Creature Commandos episode 3 review. And from during that, we'll be saying goodbye to you guys, and we'll be back in 2025, man. So we're going to be doing that stuff. But for now, that's all I've got for you guys. And that's all that Brad's got for you guys. So Brad, let's go ahead and send them out of here.
All right, Roll. Thank you, being host as always. Thank you to Words for joining us in chat today. Thank you to listeners out there at Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, all I gotta say is never trust a pirate. Young Yoda out.